Hello, everybody, and welcome into After the Sandstorm here on Gamecock Central. I'm Kendall Smith, joined alongside of Collyn Taylor, and South Carolina just earned their fifth win of the season here at Williams-Brice Stadium with a win over Texas A&M. Final score 30-24. And Collyn, this game, I'm usually not at a loss for words. I'm a broadcaster, but this game kind of brings me to a loss for words. There were some high highs, there were some low lows, but South Carolina came out on top.
Yeah, this game's probably going to need some greasy food and some water and some Advil tomorrow morning, waking up with how drunk it was at times. But, I mean, what a fantastic win for South Carolina. You jump out to the 17-point lead. A&M chisels away and comes back, gets down 3. Then you're able to kind of keep them at arm's length over the course of the rest of the game and find a way to hold your breath and pull out a win. And anytime you can do something for the first time in program history, it's a big deal. Getting a win over A&M for the first time since they joined the league. Huge for Shane Beamer, huge for recruiting, huge for South Carolina long-term and for this season, because now you're 5-2, you're 1 win away from bowl eligibility, and you have a chance at 7 and potentially 8 wins going down the stretch. So can't say enough about how big this is for South Carolina.
And as you mentioned, the first time that South Carolina has beat Texas A&M in program history, they started playing each other every year in 2014. I was 14. How old were you?
That was my sophomore year at South Carolina, and we're in the student section now, so I remember being somewhere in the student section watching that game happen, and not great memories for a lot of South Carolina fans. So to do it after you missed a couple opportunities early, you've gotten blown out the last couple years, to come out and win this game, no matter how ugly at times, you move on, you take your win, and you move into next week.
So, Collyn, we've watched this team, obviously, for a couple of years now. You've watched it for longer than that. And we've seen the progressions of the team. And I think a lot of people who followed South Carolina for a long time might have said that they would have lost this game a couple of years ago. This wouldn't have been a game that they held on to, a game that they finished. What did you learn about this South Carolina team tonight through their play and ultimately getting the win? Yeah,
you saw what they could be offensively at times. They have to run the ball. We learned that they have to be able to run the ball, and they have to get the ball to Marshawn Lloyd. And when they do, good things tend to come. And you saw that on that last, I guess, is the 8-play, 80-yard drive where they gave it to him, and he sparked things, and it opened a lot up for the pass game, and then that reverse to Jalen Brooks. So they have to run. The defense is coming together and is playing really well. A&M's offense obviously isn't great, putting up a lot of great numbers, but there's still talent there, and the defense was able to get after the quarterback. The defense was able to cause some mistakes and, allow 24 points, but it was a really good defense, and special teams is what they're going to hang their hat on. I mean, that's what we learned about a lot of this.
Sorry, didn't mean to pull the mic away from you. You're getting a little.
You're holding the mic.
You were getting a little bit high on the time there, so I had to kind of take it back. But in all seriousness, Spencer Rattler talking during his post-game press conference, and he wants to know when South Carolina is going to be ranked. Do you think that could be this week, Collyn?
Yeah, I mean, it's Sunday now. So in about 12 hours, I think South Carolina's going to be ranked. Winners of 4 straight. You just beat A&M. You beat a ranked Kentucky team on the road, and you've won 4 straight. You're now 5-2. You got a chance here to really be ranked. I'm not saying they're going to jump to 15, but you could see South Carolina at 23, 24, 25 and not be out of the realm of possibility right now.
Exciting things happening for the South Carolina Gamecocks. They're back here at home next week, taking on Missouri, the second to last home game of the season. Time flying by fast. They've got Vandy after that, then Florida after that. So a couple of winnable games, again, on the schedule coming up.
And you'll be favored in 2 of those 3. You'll be favored at home against Missouri and then on the road at Vanderbilt. So Florida's been up and down, so you never know. We could be sitting here in 3 weeks at potentially you get too far ahead of yourself, but 8-2 maybe with South Carolina on then what would be a 7-game win streak. I mean, that'd be pretty impressive given what this team was 3 games into the year.
Listen, we're going to take you through all of it on GamecockCentral.com, so be sure to follow us over there. Follow us on social media at Gamecock Central. We will keep you posted with everything that you need to know about the South Carolina Gamecocks, but it's getting kind of late. It is 12:30, so we're going to...
It's not getting, it is.
It's past Collyn's bedtime. He's officially an old man now, so he needs to get up so he can have the energy to mow his lawn tomorrow. So we're going to let him go. South Carolina defeating Texas A&M for the first time in program history. Final score score of 30-24 here at Williams-Brice Stadium, elevating the Gamecocks to 5-2 on the season. He's Collyn Taylor. I'm Kendall Smith. This has been After the Sandstorm on Gamecock Central. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody.